Mansfield 103.2, the home of great music, going all Ariana Grande this lunchtime on the show, because Dino from Dino's Stag Party has done a bit of a music interview for my show with a lady who is coming to the Mansfield Palace Theatre very, very soon for a show called Wickedly Ariana, which is going to be at the Mansfield Palace Theatre on the 14th of March, so next month, not that far away, and that is going to be a fantastic Saturday evening at the Palace. So let's find out a little bit more and cross over to Dino.
So Hariana is the ultimate Ariana Grande tribute who performs worldwide. Hariana has delivered top quality performances in over 12 different countries at major festivals, cruise ships, celebrity parties, and is now touring the whole of the UK with a theatre show, Wickedly Ariana. So Ariana is coming here to Mansfield at our very own Palace Theatre, Saturday the 14th of March, 7:30pm. Joining me now is the superstar of the show herself, Hariana.
Hello.
Hi, Hannah. Thanks for joining me on Mansfield 103.2. First of all, I do need to level with Mansfield 103.2's tens of thousands of local listeners. I saw you a few years ago now performing in Blackpool in the Kings and Queens tribute show on the pier. You blew me away with your star power, pure quality, passion for what you do. I'm now a huge fan. I've seen you many times, and I'm so excited that you've got your very own touring theatre show.
Thank you.
Tell me a bit about your background.
So I'm originally was more from a musical theatre background. I trained in more classical musical theatre styles of dance, acting, singing. I went to Italia Conti in London when I was 16 and did that for 3 years. And then I did cruise ships and different seasons away and stuff like that. Didn't really know that the gig world was a thing, to be honest. It's not really something that we knew about. It's kind of like musical theatre or ships or tours. That's kind of what you get taught. I had no idea that I could even put my own show together. So when I started gigging and putting the actual Ariana act together, this is something that I didn't even imagine that we could do. So now to get to do it, but also give loads of other people work as well and tour with amazing performers, it's just, I feel very, very lucky.
So Hannah, did you always want to sing? I mean, did you stand in front of the mirror as a young Hannah singing into your hairdryer?
I always wanted to perform, but I was really shy, believe it or not. If anyone met me now, they'd be like, no way, but I was painfully shy as a kid. So my mum and dad overheard me singing. When I was younger, they heard me singing in the garden. They were like, oh, she's got a voice. Because I would never have sang in front of people. So it took me a while to get the confidence to do it. I used to do competitions as a kid and I loved it. But actually, my poor mum and dad's anxiety must have been through the roof, because up to the moment of going on stage, I would just be an absolute nervous wreck. They had to give me drops under my tongue so that I could they used to give me these calming things to try and help me get on. Because once I did it, I loved it. But I struggled a lot with confidence when I was younger. Now, luckily, I've got to a place where, it's my job and I love it, and we don't have that anymore. But growing up, it was something I wanted to do, but I was always a bit more of a nervous, shy kid.
So what led you to actually becoming an Ariana tribute?
People used to say to me that I really looked like her. Back when she was on Nickelodeon, and I'm sure a lot of the kids and parents will know the Sam and Cat and Victorious days, people used to say to me, oh God, you really look like this person. And this was before I knew about the tribute world. I was still doing seasons and cruise ships and stuff like that. And then when I came back to the UK, I was going in and out of Little Mix shows and Spice Girls shows, and it was just before she got really big, really, around 2015, 2016, that I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a go. And people keep telling me that we look alike, and she's got a very similar background to me. She was Broadway first. So I just took the leap and did it. So
what is the show? You've got your Wickedly Ariana show touring, like I say, coming to Mansfield, Saturday the 14th of March. What is the actual show, Hannah?
So it's a mix of all your Ariana favourites. So obviously Ariana's touring this year as well, and I know a lot of people have struggled to get tickets for her Eternal Sunshine tour, because she's only doing a mini tour. So we've put all of the new album stuff in, but we've also got all of her best hits as well. But then we also do all the Wicked stuff. So it's a live band. We've got 4 dancers. The first half is mainly the new Ariana stuff. Then the second half we go into Wicked, so it's like Glinda and Elphaba, and then we end with like all of our best hits. And then we also do a free meet and greet at the end of the show with the cast as well, because I personally don't believe in people having to pay to meet you, and I just think that it means so much. It means so much to people. Do you know what I mean? To actually get to meet you, whether it's kids that want to meet the cast, or whether it's people that are performers and want to get into it, or just people that enjoyed the show. It's really nice as well, because we get a lot of parents that were like, oh, I didn't think I was going to love it as much, but a lot of the mums and stuff as well. So yeah, it's really nice.
Dino in conversation with Hannah Thomas. Sounds like it's going to be a fantastic show coming to the Palace Theatre on the 14th of March. Mansfield 103.2, the home of great music. Ariana Grande won last time. And we're talking all about Ariana Grande at the moment, because Wickedly Ariana is coming to the Mansfield Palace Theatre next month on March the 14th. A spectacular tribute to Wicked and Ariana Grande, put on by Hannah Thomas. And Dino's been in conversation with Hannah. Here's the second part of that interview.
So what's the moment like for you as a performer, seconds before the curtain hits at a theatre show, bearing in mind all the background work you've put into getting everything together for that moment when it's just about to start?
When it's just about to start, normally, so the boys will be on first, the band are already on, so they give us like a little thumbs up and we're like, yeah, everyone's ready to go. And then we do like everybody does a little fist pump before we go on, and we do a little circle. And then it's a lot of like, come on guys, like getting the energy up as the intro's playing. And then I'd say in my mind, do you know what, it's a hard thing to describe, because I don't think there's anything that I particularly think the same every time. I think it's just like you're kind of like gearing yourself up to go, because it's a lot of energy, trying to bring that energy to a big crowd of people. I think it's more like, yeah, getting your energy up and just trying to get yourself in the zone to be like, let's go, let's do it.
Brilliant. What's your favourite moment of your career so far on stages, Hariana?
I think I do love all the festivals and love performing to a big crowd and people. I think it's always that moment when everyone's screaming the lyrics back at you and you just taking it in. But I'd say one of my favourite moments would be, I did a gig for Gemma Collins for her nephew, and it was very last minute. She called me. She just called me. Somebody must have given her my number, but I thought she was pranked. I thought it was a prank call, because I was like, there's no way that Gemma Collins is just calling me on a random Sunday. So I actually hung up, and then I had to call her back when I realised it was actually her, and be like, I'm so sorry. I just never thought that you would be calling me. But she was lovely, and that was a really good opportunity. And just to really, I think that was one of the moments where I was like, oh, we're actually doing, we're doing all right, because people are getting to know about us. And I think that was a bit of a pinch me moment, because you kind of just keep going and striving for the next thing. And it was one of those moments where you're like, okay, just appreciate, where you are and be in the moment and appreciate how far you've come.
That's incredible. So you're coming to Mansfield Saturday the 14th of March, 7:30 at our very own Palace Theatre. Why should people come to see Wickedly Ariana?
It's a fun-filled show for everyone. I'd say it's a great night out for the kids and for the parents, and also for we have a lot of teenagers come in groups, and if you do dancing or singing, it's a full choreography, the live music aspect. We try to make all the songs. One thing about Ariana is she never sings the songs the same as she does it on the tracks, so we try to give it that live feel as well. And yeah, Wicked fans, Ariana fans, or just if you're a fan of live music, we can have people in the crowd from 3 years old to 90 years old. It really is for everybody. There's a lot of audience participation joining in. It's not one of those shows where you have to just sit and watch. You can just sit and watch if you want to, but you can also get up and dance. You can join in. It's good for everybody, really. And I think it's one of the comments that we get a lot is people just say, God, I just didn't realise what we were getting. I didn't realise it was going to be as good as it was. I think, yeah, it's one of those shows. If you just want a fun night out, if you want to bring your family out, or if you want to have a night out with your friends, it's a fun night out, and yeah, it's just for everybody, really.
It's a proper live concert experience. I know that for a fact, and you've said you've got all the new Eternal Sunshine hits and favourites from both of the Wicked movies, and there's lots of costume changes as well. So who helps you backstage?
Oh, yeah, there's a lot.
Yeah, who helps you backstage, Hannah, with that?
So for me, we have Elphaba, and my mum and dad will always come and do the merch, bless them. It's a proper team. I'm very lucky. my husband, my mum, my dad, my nana, my sister, everyone's involved. So they'll always be with us. But because, especially with me, I've got an in-ear pack on with the band. So when you're doing costume changes, you basically have, it's a bit like headphones with a wire down your back that's plugged in. So you have to make sure you don't get tangled, because a lot of mine are only like 30, 40 seconds. So I always have someone there to like lift the in-ear pack, which is normally Elphaba. So if you were a flyer on the wall backstage, you'd just see somebody with a green face lifting my in-ear pack, and then my mum and that trying to get me changed.
It's a really inspiring story. I mean, you're living proof that if you have the work ethic, the desire, and obviously bucket loads of talent, you can really create a successful career for yourself, can't you?
Yeah, 100%. I'd say that for anyone that's in college or wanting to become like a performer, you can definitely make your own work. And I don't think that's something that, I suppose in most jobs, it's not really something that's spoken about. You know, it's always like auditioning and going for other things. Like if you want to make it happen, you could 100% make it happen. If you like you say, if you've got the drive and the work ethic, it's not easy. It takes a lot of work, but you can definitely do it. So I'd say that for anyone. We do get a lot of people that are in dance schools and stuff coming up that come to the show as well, and which is why we like to do the talk to the cast. If anyone wants to ask any questions, get pictures together, sign the merchandise, we do all of that as well after the show. So
you're living the dream. People do say if you love your job, you never work a day in your life, really. I mean, how do people get tickets for the show?
So you can get tickets for the show through the Mansfield Palace Theatre, or you can go onto my website. It's www.harianalive.co.uk. There's the Wickedly Ariana page, and it links to all the venues and all the ticket links. You can just click on there and get tickets.
That's awesome. I bought tickets for the front row as soon as they're on sale. I can't wait. Hannah Thomas, thanks so much for your time. It's a real honour to have you on Mansfield 103.2, and I hope everybody buys the tickets and you have a really successful tour, particularly on Saturday the 14th of March in Mansfield.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and we can't wait to see you there.
Thank you very much to Hannah Thomas. Speaking there to Dean Fowkes from Dino's Stag Party. He's back tomorrow between 6 and 7 with Dino's Stag Party. And if you want to get tickets to go along to that show, then you can go along to the box office on Leaming Street. You can pop in and say hello and get your tickets. You can call 463 133, or you can go to the website and book your tickets like Hannah was saying. So there we go. Back to the All Request Lunch next on the show.
The All Request Lunch with Your Space Mansfield on Portland Street. With unlimited exercise experiences, why not try a class?